badly.
For like a YouTube video. We live.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Episode 7 in the stables. We're here. First time, first appearance. We got the Charms, also known as Alex Anstey. We got Mr. Green. You want to say hello, Mr. Green?
Hello.
MVP, do you want to say hello?
Yo, what's up, man?
And then we got Mason Hines. No one really knows that guy.
Also known as Masonology, man.
Masonology.
Masonology, mate.
But yeah, what have we been up to, Greeny? What have we been up to?
Not a lot, mate. Just been chilling. Been a
Chilling.
couple of weeks. Yeah.
Calm, yeah. Weekend was alright, I guess.
Well, nothing happened last week.
Nah.
Just an
I remember
mate.
like champagne and stuff, but it's all about it, mate.
Champagne.
Yeah, champagne. I don't know if you
Just
remember.
a shower.
Cigars?
Cigars?
There weren't cigars. There was no cigars.
Oh,
Nah. I went straight to bed, mate. I don't know what you're on about. You might were out watching How to Train
I
Your
was
Dragon
trying to
live.
Dragon, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You know the rules.
Yeah. I feel like we have a weird way of celebrating. Greeny's on mute as well. He's dropped out.
That's good.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, I
we're
had some
back.
background noise.
Yeah. Should we cover how we start the event? Build up, how it went? How we all feel?
Yeah, so
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys felt like, but the way training went on Thursday
Oh, mate, I thought it was going to be a shambles.
didn't feel like we were on our way to win a tournament. That did.
No, Mason, speak to me like an adult right now. If we're gonna
Oh, yeah,
talk
Mason,
about
you're
this,
so moody about losing at training. Isn't like that's when you're supposed to lose points. You
hey,
don't shout at people for that.
you know I intentionally mean well, okay? You know I intentionally mean
we
well.
did.
No.
You just need to express it. Do you know what I mean? And then it's
Just
Yeah.
Mason being a diva yet again, mate.
Hey,
I'm glad.
sometimes I've got to go in a little diva mode, right, to get my point across, right? But when it comes back down, right, I'm grounded. I apologise if it comes across in a negative
You
way.
did apologise.
We moved forward as a team, and that's what mattered.
I'm glad we got that
Yeah,
out of the
so-
way Thursday or Wednesday or whatever it was, and just
Wednesday.
moved on. Because after that, we were pretty chill. Like in the pits, we were all like level-headed, I guess.
Yeah, but I think we all had that mindset of, wow, today's not going very well. I really do hope it changes the next day.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? How many times have we trained for a tournament, and then the shots we've been shooting against each other all like 3 weeks in the run-up with the drills, suddenly you're not hitting them anymore.
I
Because
shot
you're
no
not
one at
playing-
the break, bro.
Exactly, you're not playing each other.
Yeah.
Each other.
No. We did shoot people on the break. What would happen is instead of going like this and walking off field, what was? Nah, I'm playing on, mate.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
that's-
and
that's
look, we were
interesting.
shooting bouncier paint,
Yeah.
shooting training paint, like it happens. But yeah, how many times have we done those trainings and got absolutely walked, and then first game in the tournament we just shoot everyone on the break, and it's like,
Yeah, but I don't think it gave us a false impression of the field. More or less, just the guys cheating against us are the ones that are getting a bad look. Like we were taking it as honest as we could to go into the tournament, and I think that it paid off in the end.
yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm a big believer on like if any cheating at training just hurts you as a team. Like it's useful to know as a team, like, oh, we can't make it to that spot, rather than designing a whole game plan around, okay, we'll be there every point, and then suddenly you get to the tournament and you spend 4 points trying to get somewhere because someone's just been, playing for ego at training. Like
I always say, like, if you win at training, it's never a good sign, mate. Before the tournament,
training
you win
has
at
to be
training,
hard,
it's
man.
never,
Yeah.
never a good sign.
so.
It's false confidence. It's false confidence.
Go on.
Yeah. I was saying the tournament started basically on the Wednesday for us because we had a half day training against some of the other pro teams. So coming at you were there,
FSU.
FSU were there, LTF were there, Scalp were there, and then there was a couple of semi-pro teams. Firm were there, and then there was a couple of semi-pro teams. So you had Ignition, Pandas, and Indians. Was that the third?
Indians turned up later. They were there.
Yeah. So yeah, we had that training, and then we had a third training slot against Breakout, where again that did not go well either. Like
You just
Breakout,
got
I
beat
think.
up. Got beaten up.
It did towards the end of it.
towards
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end,
We started like it went 50-50 at the end. But at the start, bro,
I think the biggest thing was like adjusting to a different skill level. Like Breakout were playing well, and they played well all tournament.
And they were playing in a completely different way to everyone else. Well, they were playing 4 snake side and 1 on their own bag side, which is it takes a bit of getting used to. But they were playing like a lot of teams did start doing that later on in the event as well. So
just copy Skinny. So many teams just copy and paste Skinny's game plans.
Yeah, 100%. He knows what he's talking about, don't he? So playing against them was a proper eye opener for the weekend, for sure.
Yeah, and like I think the other thing is like with those trainings, we don't get many reps against other pro teams in the UK. So like there's always a little bit of right, let's adjust to the pace of play and like the skill level we're playing against again before you go into this. So we had a big 2 days of training as a team. It was good to get it settled and then straight into the event, right? So played Outrage first and Drew second.
Outrage, yeah.
We played Outrage twice now this year, haven't we?
Yeah, tight games both times.
They're a good squad. They are a good squad, and Breeze fits in well with them, like the way he plays and stuff. So
he speaks the language, so that certainly helps.
Yeah.
What about that? My playing style.
Oh no, he is. He's just that explosive missile that you've always got to keep out for. Like you've always got to keep an eye on what he's doing, and sometimes you kill him. It's a bit of a momentum boost for the team. So it's like you kind of got to pick on, especially this late. I feel like you've got to pick on a side and kind of I don't know. I'd say every team played it differently, but we tend to try and keep up on the side and try and win from that side. And I think our break shooting allowed us to do that.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the trainings that Wednesday and Thursday, I thought I was washed, bro. I actually because like leading up to that event through CPBS, shooting the break, okay, I just got better and better, right? Especially through the event, I felt. Those trainings though, before I had like a little word with Jim, like, bro, what is going on here, man? He's like,
because the man didn't call their bounces at practice.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
I promise the lane's there, Jim. I promise the lane's there.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, he got to the point where T like went, "Oh, who are you shooting for?" I'll go watch it, and he went, "Bro, look really good." I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
he just went through it. So
how happens when you play against the French? Just throwing it out there.
Well,
it wasn't just the French teams that were training against T.
Like we trained a couple and they didn't come out when you shoot them.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I helped.
So the first day was Outrage and Drooge. Then we went 2-0 that day. What the score was 4-2 against Outrage, and then 5-0 against Drooge.
Against Drooge, yeah.
So he finished the day off.
Yeah, the Drooge game was crazy.
Yeah.
+7 this first day.
+7
set us up nice. Set us up nice for the Saturday, and then we go into Saturday where we played Scout first, and then Joy.
I feel like that Scout game, like helped us. It was
I
close.
agree.
It was gritty. It was a test of like us in the pits keeping our heads, mentality.
Massive.
That is the one thing that we probably do. Like, obviously, we're a lot of young lads on the team. Like, we do get proper high rate and emotional about things, and if they don't go our way,
we definitely had some yappy moments in the pits.
Cool. But you got to think we are a young squad. Like, people are going to be like that. We're proper like enthusiastic about the paintball and stuff. So yeah, we will react like that. But mate, the Saturday was a big reality check on us keeping our heads and keeping everyone on the same level, and which obviously brought us the win after a controversy little point. So
yeah, I think that Saturday highlighted how much we were together as a team. I where I put it is the fact that it's I spoke to TC. TC had 2 blinding points against Scout. You got the 17 second point where he just doesn't stop running on his gun and goes and shoots like fucking 3 dudes. And the turning point of going to realizing, right, even though we're winning the game and then we're going to go to overtime, I can't remember countless times, right? If that had probably happened like 2 or 3 years ago, someone would have lost their head. Oh, that's a bad call or whatever it might be. But no one was focused on that. Everyone was just focused on the next point. Everyone believed in the 5 that was going on the field. It was the same 5 that had been playing the last 3 points.
Except for Spencer to throw him underneath the bus last second. But,
it worked out, big man. Worked out.
Hey, literally, and
on the break.
It was a perfect overtime point. You used all 5 minutes. It was like 18 seconds left on the clock. It was all like smartly closed out. It was perfect. It was at that point as me as a player on the team, I realised like, right, we're together as a team, and everyone's firing on all cylinders. It doesn't matter who we play now, because it doesn't matter what five we put out there.
Genuinely doesn't. Like you could have, not saying you can have a shit point, but like someone else could come in and play your spot and do it just as well. That's the beauty of 15s. I feel like, is we have so many players who are versatile. Like I think it annoys me nowadays when I go like speak to people and go, "Oh yeah, I'm a snake player, I'm a Dorito player." No, you're not. Like you should be able to play every spot. And I said, bro,
our snake players are pretty heavy snake players.
Mate, no, Ethan played probably every single spot on the field this weekend. Like, if you watch back the weekend, he's in the snake, he's in the 2. He's playing the Dorito side at some point. He's playing the 1 in the Doritos, the 1 in the snake. Like, that's why
you overtake Mason at one point
because you can play every spot.
He did. He tried to.
He overtook me, to be fair. He overtook me. I was camping.
Big man can run, mate.
Had the claymores out the right. Saw Ethan charging towards you, and I was like, it's nice.
He just followed me down like a big meat shield, man. It was
literally
sweet. That's all it was, man. That's all it was.
Me and Charles, we saw Cletus in the corner, painted him yellow, and it was just one guy left, and I was like, see you later.
Now, to be fair, going back to that, we did our closing out on points was absolutely insane. Like watching it back, yeah. We played solid as a team. So
I think the biggest thing, right, like the whole reason we won the tournament is because I don't think we lost a single high body situation the whole weekend.
If anything, we won a lot of low body situations.
No, we lost.
No, we did win a lot of low body situations, and you need to steal those to win the tournament. But like, you cannot afford to die in high body situations. Yeah, and that was the big thing for me. Was like, no one died cheap. Nobody died cheap the whole tournament, and we'll win. And like, people just preserved their bodies, stayed alive, asked teammates for help, and then everything we did on the field was super coordinated. No one was like playing as an individual out there, which is
I think we understood how the field needed to be played. I think it just what we had in our mind and how we thought it was going to play wasn't necessarily how it played like on Sunday, if you know what I'm saying. I think we adapted quickly, and we just we shut teams down before they could do what we wanted to try and do to them, if you know what I'm saying.
So what do you think were the big differences versus how we thought it was going to play and then how it actually was?
Say that again, sorry.
Like, you said there that you thought there was a big difference between how we thought the field would play at training and then how it played at the tournament.
I think we thought that the Dorito side was probably going to be a lot faster than how it played. I think teams tended to favour the snake side more with putting that back there.
It still was, though, in a way. It still was as aggressive. It was more just like you couldn't afford to throw your body away.
But it was probably more beneficial for us because we were shooting that guy.
Dude.
It was our entire play around the fact that Big E was shooting on the break.
The fact of how much Big E made my life so much easier on that Dorito side was crazy. Just sliding into the America, you either see the guy come off the field because the ref's calling him out, or he hasn't even broke that wide, so he's in the Utah widest, right? Those were the two stories of the weekend. I mean, let alone the two joy games when Harrison just had an absolute nightmare playing against us, and he was just walking off the field 24/7. That was
best Dorito player in the world. Go and play the Xbox.
Yeah, literally, right. When you're forcing a team to do that, and we're still able to do what we want to do, you have a recipe for success in that game plan, right? The Dorito side still was aggressive. What the fact was that like teams, when they played against us, they would put a little bit of focus on there because they know it was either one or two things would happen, right? If teams didn't put the diesel on the cross, then I was able to go all the way to the dragon and then pick up a few cheap kills. I always knew the snake side was what was going to win the game, right? But the biggest thing was just being like a nuisance, a bit of a pest, and like where a team would have to either stay focused. If they weren't looking at me, then I'd go and take advantage of it. If they were, then I'd just stay alive and be a pest. Those were the two outcomes on that Dorito side. But I think the way
I don't know about that. I feel like we won a lot from the Dorito side. Like for me, at least.
I think closing, not so much like we weren't powering it down the Dorito side. But to be fair, we weren't necessarily powering it anywhere. Like Spencer made a valid point. He just said a second ago, like no one played the middle. Like we thought that the middle was going to be strong because of how many shots you had and how big it was. No one played it. I think we played it probably the most.
Yeah, I think that's why I pushed it a lot in the final against Carnage. Yeah. Like he was talking, especially. Right. Yeah, we was rooming together, and he was speaking, and we were talking about the field and whatnot, and he just went, "I just think everyone's sleeping on the middle." I was like, well, let's just keep doing what we're doing, right? And then when the opportunity comes, or when you need to use that middle, just go and use it, And he did a great job of like coming away from the Dorito side and sort of being like, yo, Beans, just be out there alive or whatnot. And then he just go and like create the game, right? Create the moments within the game for us to go and like close the point out or go and win the. That's what that middle was able to do.
Right, prime example. When we shot Joy going wide, they came up the middle. Because we gave them no other like route, if you know what I'm saying. That they had to come on.
I think it also is different though, because every team, apart from playing us, teams were making the America easy. It was after the America they had to worry about. It's only that when they played us, so they even had to think about not using the America, or like, oh shit, what now?
And that's when you take that away from teams, then that's when they have to think on their feet, and that's when mistakes are made.
That actually transitions us nicely into Sunday, because like a prime example of that is our first game on Sunday was LTF, right? The Tauntauns team, and we'd obviously scouted them, right? Because you have a whole evening to figure out what your game plan is going to be against them. And like literally we watched, must have been 15 points in a row where they ran this same play. They didn't change it once, right? Their snake guy would change roughly where he was diving into, but that's just a depth thing. They went America, the Dorito one, double the can, like the snake side can, and
Utah,
then they'd Sentinel wide, and then they go up to the Xbox. They wouldn't use the Utah.
Oh yeah. They only did that like once or twice, maybe.
First point against us, they're like, we're not even going to bother running the Dorito one. We'll just bring it short. And like that kind of thing gave so for us in that Tauntauns game, it gave us a huge advantage, because we could go and just put two bodies on that Dorito side, and then Aiden would just contain it, and Mason could just go down the field and win it from that side. Like it was massive how much the break shooting really changed.
Compared to the training that we did a couple of days before, and compared to the event, our zone control was.
Yeah, the thing is as well is what's so good about that is like when we force them to not go wide, gain the advantage that side, go up by 1 point, then now go, oh shit, we're down by 1 point. We have to run the America, shoot him. Third point, we have to run the America, shoot him.
Yeah,
game over.
Crazy.
The life of Ethan
Game
Ward.
over.
The life of Ethan Ward, yeah. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to shoot over everything because I'm a giant, and I'm going to delete a slide on the break.
If you look at the photos, every photo of Ethan just gets more effortless as the event goes on. He just knows what his shot is. He's just blindfolded, just shooting. Just knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
But that's because he dialed that shot in every weekend building up to the event.
I was bored of shooting it. We trained it the weekend before the event, with Mace and TC. Mace was trying to shoot me in every way possible to try and make it as hard as for me.
I couldn't get across the cut. That was the mad thing, right? It was like I had no problems in practice, like, and then it was like come up against Ethan, and he's like hitting me like at least 50%, like at least 50 to 60%, and I'm like changing my run every single time I'm breaking out, and I'm like, nah, man, like I don't know how teams are gonna get past this. I was like, what if someone else discovers this? Like, what are we gonna do?
One of them ones where it's too good to be true.
We didn't never have that problem, right? It was always good. We could go to the America, but like, I knew as soon as he had that shot and dart, it was like, right, okay, if we have like a 50% chance of like, or 60%, whatever it might be, of killing that white guy every point, then I'm like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
Did you or T get shot once going to the Dorito one on the break at all?
No.
Mental.
Mind trick.
Oi, I've got them paces, you get me? Quick steppers on the gate.
He's been running. You've not seen this guy. He's been running like once or twice a week now. He ain't messing around now.
Yeah, sending us his straw.
You think a little run to America is anything mad for Mason?
Tell him again.
5K on 5K, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we take the RTF game. What was the score to the RTF game again?
4-1. 4-1. Something like that.
Yeah. We were gonna make it 5-1 and Jim ran out of time. It was one.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah, so
just on Sunday it doesn't really matter, you know. But then semi-finals up against the big bad.
I was about to say, so we take that game against RTF. Yeah. That takes us to the revenge game against Joy to get our get back for the prelims, mate.
Yeah, I'm glad we lost on Saturday to Joy.
Yeah.
Genuinely really glad. Like, again, coming back, no one lost a call. We lost whatever. we move on.
Tight game as well. We're the
Tight,
only team to take points off them in the prelims, by the way.
Yeah.
They came into the game
yeah,
against us in the prelims, 15-0, and ours was basically went to overtime, right?
We went 3-1 up.
Yeah.
We went up 2 points.
Up.
Yeah. And I'm glad the lessons we learned about throwing that lead away didn't come back to haunt us, man. Because we went up, we went up 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah.
Well, what did we get? It was like 3-0 or something on Sunday, and they scored 1 point.
Oh, yeah, on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. And then we just
4-0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah.
We didn't then just fold again. We just went, all right, that's fine. Reset, keep it pushing. And that's the story of Ballymore, isn't it?
That kind of brings you back to see when we went back to the hotel and watched the LTF games. We made like a tiny little adjustment, made like 2 calls up, and then that solved everything. Then so we all worked together to come up with that, and then
we spent a lot of time. I think the thing is, the meeting we had was much more efficient than usual, but we got like 6 or 7 things agreed in like an hour, which would normally take us hours to get through.
Yeah.
And like for me, as someone who is a bit more outside in this event, doing more of the coaching than the playing, the biggest thing that we solved in that Saturday evening meeting was our contain. Like we're doing a really good. The break shooting was huge for us, right? Both on the Snake side and on the Dorito side. But then on Saturday, we were just like shooting people, trapping. Like they were short. It was like a 5-on-4, 5-on-3, and they were short. And then we just let them fill all the spots.
Mm.
And that's the big thing that we fixed in that Saturday meeting. It was okay, if we end up in this situation, which bunkers do we want to be in to control those zones? If we end up in that situation, which bunkers do we want to be in to control that zone? And just the contain was so much better. And it just gave our front players so much time to get into like position to start just suffocating people. It was huge.
But yeah, so the Joy game ended up
6-1.
6-1.
6-1. Mercy them. I think that's the first time we beat Joy Division.
Yeah, it is.
And it's we played them a lot.
First time we beat Scalp as well.
First time we beat Scalp. Yeah. A big Saturday. You know?
First many.
Yeah.
And then that leaves us to what? Paris Camp Carnage finals.
The Carnage, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what? I completely forgot it was 2 10.5 until Jason come over just before, and I thought,
but I don't think any of us knew
I
until that.
I get why they do it, but I don't think I like it. It probably just takes a bit of getting
Why
used
would
to.
you run the whole tournament as one format and then go, oh, you know what, we're going to change it for the rest of it?
I think it's good.
Sense.
I think it's more of a media thing than it is a playing thing.
But there was no media there.
It's just getting used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, as in like it gives the people in the booth something to talk about, like space to talk about the game and the flow and who's playing well and what the big matchups are to look out for the second half. And
I think the biggest thing is how you manage that 8 minutes break.
You
know, I think
we didn't really do anything to be honest. We were just kind of like.
I know we literally spoke about maybe like a few things of what they were doing and sort of like, okay, right, if we need to adjust it within I wasn't saying we like adjusted our breakout much. It was more like within the point, okay, they're doing like these few little tendencies, okay, like we can know what to do if we're gonna
the 2 big things we called out in the 8 minutes were Spitz more up the middle, was trying to be annoying, so just keeping an eye on that.
Oh, he was just in the Xbox, bro. Just in the Xbox.
Well, we trapped him because in the other games he was trying to get into the big complex in the middle.
Yeah.
Annoying. But the other big one, which I think was the biggest thing that we did to be able to like, Carnage are really good at hiding at the back, letting you in all the spots, and then going
in the name Paris Camp Carnage.
Campers, mate.
Yeah.
Campers.
But they'll like just wait for you and go, all right, none of us died cheap out of our spots. Now we're going to beat you in a gunfight.
Yeah.
Right. And so like the most important thing to do in that situation is not to have the first guy try and shoot everyone. Is to have someone right behind him who can just like get the edge of a loader or get like the knee or the foot or a tank or something. And I think we started to do more of that in the second half, which was, well, I think that's kind of the difference against that team, right?
Yeah, they also started that second half down. Like, so they were just under pressure. Makes a big difference, man.
Well, the first 2 points, right? I don't know if they just didn't like they were a team when you watched them, they actually stretched on the breakout quite a lot. Like they'd go snake on the break often, and then they'd go to the Dorito one. And those were both really, really shootable. So for the first 2 points, we played basically Big Ethan and Jim, right? And just had our big tall guys shoot over things for those 2 spots. And I think we got 2 kills on the break, first 2 points.
Yep.
Like that level, that kind of preparation, that play call and that execution just put us in such a good driver's seat for the rest of the game.
Mm.
And they came back on us, right? It ended up being 2-2 in the second half, and we had a big, quick point. A bit too quick, but you know, would have been nice.
Say it was quick. I wouldn't say that was a quick point.
It was just basing off the points that we did have. That like,
I mean, it was like
still 3 minutes on the clock, and like it was 18 seconds left at the end of it. You know, it was just a really good point. Like we just executed the point well, and that was something that we were doing all weekend. You know,
to be fair to Spencer, he came in for the second half, didn't play the first half.
Yeah,
and
half came in half.
He kind of went up the middle and got creative, and that kind of let Aiden go and pair up with you on the backside beans as well. So it's like we did. I know we didn't change much in that second half, but I think, you know, maybe in hindsight we changed a few things that were quite important.
I want to just touch on that. I think it seems like we didn't change much, but it was just seamless.
Yeah.
Any audible, any transition, and it like in the pits we were just like, oh, they're doing this, so we'll just do this. Calm. Yeah. No discussion. Everyone knows the crack. Everyone's locked in. Everyone did their own homework. We're just okay. We need to do this. Yeah, sweet. XYZ, change, bosh, done, next point.
Especially when we're all scouting games as well, we're all looking and learning what their tendencies are at the same pace, and we all talk about it. Like, I think that was a big thing. And like, it's a bit off topic, but like it kind of reaches back to what Marcelo taught us, like the whole kind of everyone needs to be ready and everyone needs to like be a good teammate, and that you know, that scouting is part of that. Like, it's part of your due diligence. If you don't know who you're playing against, like, you know, it certainly helps.
I say this is the first event that we really had that down, where everyone was just always ready to go.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's because it's the first event without Marcelo, so we all knew we had to turn on.
Yeah.
We all know we had to rely on each other, and doing that, no one dropped the ball, and we all kept it going. So
I feel like we learned more about ourselves this weekend with Marcelo not being around, because we now know what we're capable of and what we can do. And this is kind of like not a statement, but like an example of it. Like, we should be able to do this going forward now, every event. We shouldn't just be, oh, it was lucky, you know. No pun intended. Like we are all like experienced players, as much as we hate. Like, we don't say it very often, but like we have a lot of experience. It's time we start fucking using it.
Agreed.
Also, want to give a big shout out to Greenie's Aftermath brother, Grayson Gladstone for helping us.
Oh yeah.
All them, man. They were all there.
He didn't need to help. And I know we all appreciate that. So
yeah,
I did tease him a little bit though for it, because I was like, it was bold when you went and picked up the clipboard. Like, we had our own thing going on. We were like flowing. We were good. And we're like, just needed an extra pair of eyes for the finals, you know, just for the scout. And then turn around and he's got the clipboard and he's like writing shit down.
He was locked in, ready to go.
I'm like, ooh, if it doesn't go well, like, Grayson, someone's gonna be mad at you.
You gotta respect it. He didn't have to do that. So
yeah, he wasn't doing anything crazy. Like,
no, but it was the little details, the little 1%.
Yeah, it's like I said, the little details. No, I know Greenie was saying like,
he wasn't calling plays.
He wasn't calling plays. He was like,
here's how deep they're diving, you know, or like this guy's pausing here for a second and then go like that kind of stuff.
Just a little tendency sort of thing.
It makes huge.
It's all valuable information.
Yeah, the information where you know, if you understand the opponent's behavior of what they're going to do, right, it can increase your potential of actually like hitting them or shooting them.
Yeah, 100%. Like the difference between diving shallow and diving deep.
Yeah, break shooting. I think this layout was probably the most important we've seen it in like the last couple of years. Like, if you shot well on the break, we tend to have won that side. And luckily enough, we had the MVP.
There you go.
Talking on that though, what was your reaction to when they said that Ethan Ward for MVP?
You man were just gassing it and hyping me the whole weekend. I was like, this is fucking mint. I'm actually doing stuff, and like everyone's doing it, and I'm helping the team out, helping Mason. Sweet, minor.
Mason,
I'll keep doing it. Mason
Why does he get
right?
mentioned?
Only because Mason actually came to me. He actually came and was like, "Yo, bro, it really helps." Like, all right.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah. Anyway, you were all gassing it. I was like, "Yeah, bless, whatever." I didn't actually think I'd get voted for MVP because, like,
easy
yeah,
choice.
So, well,
Yeah,
and now,
100%.
Easy
What
choice.
was your reaction to it? Like,
what, to MVP?
yeah.
I actually don't know because I was like, "Gas, we won the event," and it like that the winning of the event still hadn't sunk in. Like,
It still ain't sunk in for me yet, bro. Honestly, I still scroll through Insta and I see pictures.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, and then like when they, I don't know, Hype Man Joe as well chanting, that helped. So,
Boy.
That was,
Yeah.
Joe was
Angie
great.
Wilson shout them to go and watch the races. Boy, come on. We
We
love
need
it.
the full lyrics.
Yeah,
Because we don't have a chant. We don't have a song.
Yeah, we got to
nah,
make a
that
song.
was on. Yeah, that was on Al to make a chant up.
Why is everyone
Yeah,
saying
come on
that?
now.
Don't
Let's
even
slide
listen to
down
this.
Come
that.
on,
He was
big
going to
man.
make a chant.
Yeah, Charles, you didn't
Slapped
come
it.
through all weekend, right? This guy, right? He goes, "Oh yeah, I'll make a chant." You know, like, "Yeah, boys, I'll come through." Every time, right? Yo, Charles, you got this chant, yeah?
What? I ain't ready, bro. I ain't got it prepared,
Oh,
bro.
I forgot it, bro. All right, okay. I guess we're doing the usual then. Yeah.
Boy,
sweet.
listen. It don't matter because we're the bin man now.
With the
we
big
are the
man.
bin
men
man.
on tour.
Yeah,
We
take
take
the
that
trash
shit out, mate.
So yeah,
My favorite
we'll
my favorite team talk of the event, and might be, was right after we won and we're all behind the AAO booth, which we'll get onto. And Jim, like, we've all just been so insane and we'll run in from the podium immediately because none of us want to get covered in champagne. This time we're all like, yeah, whatever, like, it's great.
yeah.
And it just smells so bad. We're in this huddle and Jim goes, "You smell that, yeah, boys?" And we're like, what is he going to say next? It smells like piss in here. And then I'm like, all right. And he goes, "Do you know what that is? Because we fucking piss excellence." And I'm like, yeah, Jim.
Let's
He's
go.
got the
Let's
chance.
go. Jim
He's got
came
the
up with some-
paintball brain rot.
Yeah. He
Paintball
come up with
brain
some
rot.
ringers, man.
Mate, all you got to
Sick.
do is just gas Jim up, and then once he gets going, yeah, it's game over, mate.
Yeah, for real.
It's game
Yeah.
over.
I'm still trying to work
He's
out
mad.
if he was crying or if he was just shouting with joy, like in that video.
Both.
When he goes like, ah.
Mate, I think we all shed a tear. I think we all shed a tear on the weekend, mate. Let me not lie. I know I shed quite a few, mate. That was an emotional one. Let me not lie to you.
Yeah,
First
I
ever win.
was like, yeah,
Big step for the
and
team.
at home, man, and all our families were there. Like T's parents made an appearance. Spencer's like little nephew, mum.
His mum and his dad were there.
His mum and his dad.
Yeah. My old man was
Koffi's
there.
mum
Mason's
showed up
mum
to paintball
was
for the
there.
first time ever.
Yeah.
Fiona Hines was there.
Aiden's
man.
mum was
Big
there.
support.
Aiden's mum on her
Yeah.
birthday, by the way.
Yeah.
Steph, Bryson.
Yeah.
Bryson,
like,
loads of people. But I think that's what makes winning at home so much more like better because it's in front of the people that have seen you do it. Like if we was in France, for instance, our celebration would be a lot different. For one, we wouldn't be watching How to Train Your Dragon, and two, like we'd be in a different country. Like you go off and do stupid shit, but like when you're at home,
Definitely would have had 2 more beers.
you celebrate
None of
with
us
the
would have been
people
driving
who have
home.
seen you. Yeah. I think that's what made this event special. Everyone was there to see it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that.
But seeing as Greeny dropped it already, should we talk about the AAO booth?
Yeah, go on.
Man dropped a little hint in there, mate. Yeah, now
Yeah, mate, Easter eggs.
AAO booth, mate.
Tray up.
Yeah. I like
At least
that.
So, T, do you want to talk us to the AAO booth?
It was a good little HQ, man. It was a good little HQ just to see people if they wanted to come over and chat or like, look at merch or anything like that. It's a good place to look like bake off after a game and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, Graham in the booth, the heaters.
Oh yeah, we had a live DJ. Shout out to Gray, mate.
Inside the DJ.
Inside.
Tonight we have got Graham on the mixers.
Who put a 50p in this game? But no, we're gonna try and get a booth in France. Hopefully, we're gonna try and keep it up and see if we can do it every event. It's good to see people who support the brand. Like as Alex said, it's a good little HQ where we can all chill. Everyone can come chill, and then it's more like we're doing this. Like obviously we can make some money for the team, but also so that we can meet the community and grow the community. Like a lot of people in paintball like live between the lines, but like, we kind of want to like break the barrier between like accessibility to pros. Like for instance, like, I don't class myself as a pro. I'm just a normal human being. Like we want to be seen as approachable people. We want to be seen as approachable. So if you guys would like some t-shirts and jerseys, we've got some jerseys. If you'd like some,
you can just come say hi, man.
Yeah, all that. But the website's going to be up tomorrow morning, and it'll be up for a week. So if you guys missed anything that you wanted to pick up at the weekend or you weren't there, we're going to be online for a week. So at the end of the week, when the drop's finished, everything for that drop is no longer available. So if you liked anything, get it while you can.
Have a little mooch from the store. Gosh.
Yeah. We might be doing a bit more like sort of team merch stuff in the future, maybe team jerseys, like, AAO is really sort of TC's sort of brainchild, and it's
it's good, man. It's
team's
nice.
kind of clothing brand, I guess. But we might do a bit more Lucky 15 stuff with it as well, and
the team's brand.
Yeah.
It's we can express ourselves through. We can express ourselves through the clothing, where other teams probably wouldn't go for that type of like clothing or choice of design and stuff like that. So it's just something we can do, like just to maybe it's mostly just stuff that we like, and if you like it, then you like it, sort of thing.
That is well said. Well said.
But yeah, you can check the AAO Insta. What was the Insta?
Againstallodds.pb.
So get againstallodds.pb for the teasers, because we post about everything before we come out of it. So, or join the Discord.
The booth as well. I like having a booth at the event. That was like
having a booth's great.
Everyone was locked in. We all had a little meeting point. You just chill, talk about paintball if you want to talk about paintball, talk about other stuff, but we're all together. Everyone's on the same wavelength. All our stuff there. We don't have to worry about anything. We warm up right behind it.
I was about to say it was a good setup, because we had Alex taking us through the warm ups just behind the booth as well. So.
Yeah, that's a big shout out actually.
Big out,
massive. I gotta say a big shout out to Alex. I think like not me personally, but I know like some of the guys have had like previous like injuries as such, or we might have not been able to go as much because maybe we're not physically ready at that point. And I mean, Alex did an outstanding job getting everyone in the right mindset, everyone all's prepped, the mobility's there, the flexibility, everyone's warmed up, you're not going to hurt ourselves. We're not thinking about hurting ourselves on the field, or, if anyone's had any previous injuries or whatnot. And yeah, I just want to say a big shout out to him, because that was also, it was as a collective, as a team. This weekend just gone was a team win, and that's the way I can describe it, because every person had fucking contributions, man. And if you're gonna win, you need that. You need that as a team. Every single person has to perform at their top, or give all they can to the cause. And yeah, I gotta say a big appreciation for Alex. There was plenty of times, just with the like hand coordination with the tennis balls, like he was just doing that with me before every game, bro. I just get locked in. Like it's the simplest thing like that. And
mate, he's such a nice guy, and he goes above and
beyond.
Yeah, man.
I've got his own back as well.
Mate, I had problems with my legs, and he literally went out the way to show me through some things that helped me personally. So yeah, he's a proper nice
walking stick.
He's the strength and conditioning coach for GB, right?
Yeah,
GB people. Yeah, I think
GB, mate.
Well, just before we go on GB, I was just going to reiterate what Mason said about. I think the biggest thing that was actually like such an underrated difference maker for us this event was we all got together half an hour before the game, because we had someone being like, it's time to warm up, and we warm up for 15 minutes. We chat some rubbish. Some of the warm up was a bit competitive, so it made it fun, and like we all kind of cheating it a little bit, and telling each other.
Oh my god!
I didn't cheat one time. Do you know what you're on about?
And then
biggest culprit is
1, 2. Greeny's off. Louis off. Mate, you guys are meant to be the two fastest players here, mate. You're giving yourself head starts, mate.
Yeah, that's why we're not.
We go early. Leave before the buzzer.
But we like, I think then kind of like having that line in the sand, like we're getting ready now. This is team time. And then you had 15 minutes between the warm up and starting. Like it was just super routine. We talk about the play, and then everyone would do whatever they need to do to get ready, and then we're in the pits. Like that. I think that talked a lot already about how we were just mentally in a much better place this event. I think that's a big part of it. Yeah,
I agree.
Nah, personally, I don't think we could have anything better towards that. I think we smashed it last weekend, and it showed. So
simple as that, mate. You know, every little bit.
And then, you know, Al, you were teeing us up to talk about GB.
Yeah, I was gonna say, talking about GB. Weren't there a little post on Facebook about top ranking UK team after this event?
Yeah. So for people who didn't know, obviously the way the men's squad that was going to get picked this year was whoever who was highest ranked place in NXL Europe. I mean, fortunate enough, I mean we've been picked, and for me, it's always an honor. I love playing for GB. So you know, just for anyone who doesn't know my opinion about GB, I actually love playing for it, and I always want to do my best. At the end of the day, I'm sick of the Americans winning, and my goal for the weekend is always try and beat them and take the win home. But
there's nothing better than beating the USA team. There's no better bragging rights.
Straight up. At the end of the day, if that's meant to be the team full of the best players in the world and you go and beat them, what does that make you? You know.
Yeah.
So, but I think the way I see it is that, you know, we're playing with GB. I think it's great for us to go into the weekend anyway. You know, especially with this momentum that we already have from the win on the weekend. You know, it's just about carrying that on and just, you know, building and building and building. But yeah, fortunate enough with our win, that makes us the GB squad for 2025. You know, Charles is getting that first men's appearance. First men's appearance. Yeah.
What was it? I got
coming in. We're getting cooked in here, yeah.
I got chosen for under 19s and men's the Corona year, and then Corona cancelled everything. Yeah. So yeah, this is my first time I get to represent GB men's. But if we win, we need to win this event though, because then I get my little free-peat. I'll join you on the free-peat, mate.
Yeah, man. I got my 3 gold medals.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, 3 new GB members this year: Al, Biggie, Aiden. For them, Aiden might have played men's before.
Aiden's played for men's. Aiden has played for men's.
Aiden has played men's before he took his little hiatus.
Yes. Aiden has played for men's.
But he's returning as the finals MVP, and we've also got the MVP Pro.
It's game over. It is game over.
Mate, Biggie winning MVP is like a wild story. When you break it down,
honestly, when he stood up there to collect it, I had a tear in my eye for email.
The only thing was missing was a cigar. That's the only thing.
No, none of that stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yo, no one else deserved it as much as you done, bro. Serious talk.
Thank you, man.
But what's crazy, the people out there who don't know like the backstory behind it, because Biggie's not going to big himself up on it, but I will. Is first year on the pro team. I've done a little thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
first year playing pro properly. Did some guesting for Outrage. Like a couple of seasons ago.
He won semi-pro last year with Ignition.
I said pro.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry about him.
Right.
Sorry about him.
First event he plays 1 point with us, right, in Portugal. You played 1 point?
Hey, we won that point though.
Won that point. Second event plays only player on the team to play every point. I don't think you sat a single point, did you?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, played every point, wins the tournament in his first season, and then also wins
in total. I looked at it, 46 points.
That's got to be 46 kills and at least 50. 46 points. How many kills do you reckon this guy got on the break?
Oh, I'll pick him and put it at least 35.
Yeah, I'd probably say 30, 35 kills on the break. Yeah, and then mate, you got to calculate
that would be quite high, 35. I'd say you got 20 kills on the break. So.
Nah, I'm big enough 30. I saw all them man coming off the street.
I've watched it back.
Don't let greedy call cat, mate.
It's probably about 20.
But I reckon 30.
Yeah.
There was not many teams that went Utah widest against us, right? It only happened about 2 or 3, 4 points.
That's 3 kills out there for Ethan.
3 kills. I reckon you got about 30 kills on the break the last weekend.
I think
there'll be a few half kills in there, though. There'll be a few half kills in there because in the Drews game, Sven was on that cut too.
There we go. We were shooting 2 guys outside, though.
Think about kills to step ratio, mate. You get a kill for like 3
kills
steps.
To step ratio.
Yeah. Mate, it was like I had the timing dialed. It was like one big step and then a half step, and I was in the Cali. That was it.
And he's already got kill one, mate. Like,
Yeah,
That's like,
yeah.
That's like split the G maths, isn't it?
Yeah.
Three gulps
big
and then a
sips
sip.
a little one. Yeah.
Biggie, I perfected my split the G, by the way. I'll be showing you tomorrow.
You perfected
Well,
it.
we'll see about that
I
when we
perfected
bring
it.
it.
What's crazy
man.
is for you, right?
Here
It's
we
three.
go.
For you, it's 3 sips, right, to split the G.
Yeah.
It's 15 and a half for me.
Bro, what?
I can't explain.
How do you do
it.
that in one go?
That's that big spleen,
It's
mate.
like downing a pint, mate.
What, just to get like the G split?
Yeah.
Then again, to be
That's
fair,
pathetic.
throw back
fair.
to an old paint fest when Carver had this bottle of Jaeger, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, take a sip." Yeah, Greenie has like this. Bro,
No, that was strategic, and I'll tell you why. Because Woody got sucked into the like, oh, I'm gonna be a big man and show everyone how much I can drink. Drank like half of this bottle of Jaeger, and then just that was it. The whole night was over for him. Just tucked up in the tent doing nothing.
Jaeger is dirty.
Now, what messed up that night is people were doing
you man can't talk to me
man.
about drinking at
You
all.
man.
Number one, I saved the Queen that night plenty.
Well, she's
And
not here.
2, last time we went out, right? At least 2 of you on the call were here, and it wasn't pretty. There was only one man standing at the end of the night, and that was James Green. So, you know.
Right, listen,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
weren't there, mate.
James Splee, mate.
The room was spinning. The room was spinning. It was either go be sick in the toilet or be sick in the bed. And
Right,
I
Ethan.
chose the toilet.
You need to go have a tactical nap in the toilet. That's the play.
Sleeping
Yeah,
sleeping
it's
on
the
the
Malaysian-
seat.
Oh, that's a
Tactical.
funny story, man.
Wake up and you're a new man.
So, when we were in Malaysia, we went out for drinks, right, with Hunter. This is where we met Hunter. And Hunter takes us out for drinks on the Friday night. We're in this bar. I disappear, and I get a text from Hunter going, "TC's gone missing," right? And I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "He went to the toilet and he hasn't come back." And I was like, "Just go and check in on him for me." But bear in mind, we only met Hunter the day.
Meanwhile, this guy's outside playing chess with some random bloke in the street.
Hang on, no, that's that. We'll get there, T. That's the second night because this is the first night. So
No,
Hunter
I didn't do
finds
2 nights in a row.
TC. Hunter finds TC fast asleep in the toilets, and we're like, "What a dumbass! That's dumb." We go out for the next night to this awesome like little street they have called Love Lane, and there's so many bars, and they're all playing like they're trying to outcompete each other for who has the loudest music. So it's like a proper atmosphere. And the owner of one of these bars was like, "Oh, if like playing chess," and he was like, "Oh, if you beat me in a game of chess, you get. I'll have a go at that." So I'm playing chess, and I see TC just disappear off into like this other bar, and he never comes back out. And I'm like, "Well, that's not a good sign." We go in, and all of the staff are like stood outside the toilet, like don't really know what
It
to
weren't
do.
that dramatic. It weren't that dramatic. I
No,
opened the
they were
door,
like-
no one was
they were
there,
like-
man.
No, they were like knocking on the door, and I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it's my mate." Open it. TC is there, got his head in between the legs, in his leg, on the toilet, just fully fallen asleep. And he looks up at me and goes, "Greedy, I'm going to the toilet," and then just shuts the door, falls back asleep immediately. The whole night.
Taps in the head.
Yeah.
Oh my god, mate.
Yeah.
But for anyone that doesn't know T, right, this surprised none of us on the team. We all found it funny. He
Usual,
can
man.
sleep anywhere.
Anywhere.
Wait, do you remember when you played chess on my back one time?
Bro,
Yeah, we did.
Going to Belgium.
Oh, yeah, Belgium on the way
Yeah,
back
just
in the
folded up.
minivan. Yeah.
And just
How
there's
you
a
do
full
that
game
back-
on my back.
You fold up in your chair in like just this the weirdest shit
Yeah.
ever.
Flat.
And then you're like IKEA furniture. And then you wake up and you go, "Oh, my back's really hurt." And we're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
You've been like
Like,
this for
it's-
like 3 hours, bro. Just.
Sometimes
Oh,
you've
man.
got to sleep. You got to sleep. Look,
but
it
you
could
can
be
sleep
worse.
all
I could have a listen to Greenie for the way home, or I could just sleep.
Mate, I always worked in the trips. I was locked in. All right. I think that's a good event. Anyone got any final things they want to say on the event?
Yes, I do. Ethan, when did you start? What's your background? And how many times you played for GB? Because obviously it's your first time playing for men's, but like, any like, what's your favorite moment in paintball? Let the people get to know Ethan more, the MVP.
Right, we'll take it to the start, and I'll answer everything on the way. It's funny because literally like a couple of days ago, a memory popped up on my phone of the first Millennium event I ever played down in Basel.
Bro!
Yeah.
But at the same, literally the same weekend we went 10 years. 10 years on the last weekend was the first time I ever played.
Is that when we beat?
Yeah.
Is that when we beat AC Diesel in like Division 2?
No. That's when I played for Raiders, bro. That's when I played for Raiders, bro. I even played on the 15s, innit?
Yeah, I played like Div 3 that event or something. I can't remember. Div 3, Div 4, something like, whatever. One of them events.
Well, who did you play for that event?
That was Warped, right? And what made this event really special as well is not only my dad was there, but all of the guys in that photo, in their memory, in the dad's chat, like dad's Warped paintball chat, of all the guys that like taught me how to be an adult, because I was like a 12-year-old gremlin running around back a day.
Probably more of an adult back then than some of us are now.
Yeah, sure. Like, and now I'm just a big gremlin. Like, there's no difference, you know. I was still like 5'11" back then, anyway. But
crazy.
Yeah, everyone that taught me like how to grow up, basically, how to play paintball in the beginning was there, and that made like that event really special. So that's definitely like my highlight of all paintball ever. But now I started with them. Did like the typical break in, break out, Div 4, 2, 1. Spent a couple of years in Div 1. Tried out for the 15s, and I didn't make it. Didn't make it the first time. Can't always, you know, have it. Yeah. Can't always have it how you want. Got to persevere. So,
what year was it?
I think Harry Cheshire.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was 2018.
Long time.
Nah, that wouldn't have been then.
It could have been me and Lou.
Year after.
Yeah.
I think you came the year we picked up TC and Louis.
So the year before that though was Cheshire.
Right.
So
okay. Yeah. So that means when you picked up TC and Louis, that's the same year that I tried out, right?
Yes, that's the same year Spencer. Spencer joined the year before T.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Because we picked up E after COVID. Because I remember we didn't
the year before
try out. I just called him up and said, "Spot's yours if you want it."
Yeah.
So COVID, that'd be right. Yeah, the year after TC and Lou. TC and Lou came when we played DPL.
So we picked up TC and Lou over Big E.
Yeah, and then the year after.
At least there's Mustangs. He won the series.
Yeah.
It's what he does. What this guy does is win.
He's a winner, boys.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was like a combination of things. I was young. I couldn't drive. I had no money. Like, it's just one of them. I wasn't good enough, basically, flat out. Came back, started playing, taking stuff more seriously anyway. Made the GB under-19 squad. I was like 17.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and your man in the airport, bro.
Yeah. Flying out to Amsterdam.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, talking about Amsterdam, yeah. What about the electric car incident, mate?
What the electric car where like broke down and you man trying to push it and Jim's like,
mate, we were pushing this electric
because
car.
You guys think that pushing the brakes after pushing it is going to give the battery charge. Yeah,
we just wanted to get out of the motorway, mate. Like we were pushing this electric car, with Jim. Jim was there. It was me, Tom, Spencer, and Jim, And I promise you now, we were pushing this electric car with Jim in the car. So Jim was in the car steering, so he's the heaviest guy there. You have us three little scallywags at the back of the car, absolutely trying to push this thing down the motorway.
Actual kids as well. Child labour, mate.
Mate, proper like children, mate. Like
probably worse, mate. You could cycle in the rain for 45 minutes and then get like 10 minutes away and then get a phone call saying,
that's a different story. That's a different story, Beans. Different story.
And then we call reinforcements. We're like, come and save us. And they come with a full car. So I don't know who they're saving. It wasn't us, mate, because they had a full car. So then we had to wait for Thorpe to go drop everyone off and come back. He pulled up in the 140, saved the day, but still, mate, we were pushing that car for about 20, 30 minutes.
No, it's just
Honestly,
a video.
Everything about that Amsterdam event was shambles.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Torrential
Yeah.
rain. Mason cycling to site and turning around.
Yeah.
Do you want to know
Bad days, mate.
Yeah.
I stayed with the team.
Memories,
This
man.
man decided to
Yeah,
stay
anyway.
in the centre of Amsterdam, about 45 minutes away from the team. I was like, don't worry, boys, I'll just cycle to site. Meanwhile, it's torrential rain the whole 3 days we're there.
Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't plan for it to be raining, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? My plan was that it was going to be nice, and it was going to be a nice cycle in the morning, little warm up.
What, in
All right,
September?
weatherman.
In September.
Weatherman Mason.
Hey, you never know. You never know, right? Who knows? Maybe it would have been gorgeous, beautiful weather. Who would have known? But no,
I think
it's
it's
absolutely
historically well known that that time of year in Amsterdam rains.
well. Either way, that event has been and it's passed. You know, so
Thank the Lord it passed, mate, because
Yeah.
it weren't the best, mate.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it happened because that was my
Yeah,
tryout
that's when
for
we picked up
50.
Big E.
Yeah.
come on.
So anyway,
Yeah.
what was you saying, E? So that was your first year on GB.
Yeah, first ever GB event, and only because that was 2019. Then COVID happened. That's the year then I joined Mustangs, and shit started popping off. So 21 rolls around, win some
That
elite
Mustang
events.
squad was stacked.
Yeah, Greenie was on the field coaching. Me and Guy had to play paintball.
We had Cletus, we had TC, we had a
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah.
Is that when we
So
split the teams up like evenly?
yeah.
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 Got defeated, mate.
And then the Mustangs just dunked on the
The
dunked on
Mustangs won the whole series, mate.
dunked on the season.
Whole
Yeah.
series.
Well done, boys.
Was that the
Yeah.
year when you went 20-0 though, the first team?
No,
No.
that was the
No, that was
Yeah.
before that, because I took time out in 2020. And that was before, that must have been before then. So that must have been 2019 or 2018.
2019 was the year we went 20-0 at CVPS.
The only thing that hasn't been done at CVPS is five dubs in a year, innit?
Mustangs this year.
We're back to back.
50% of the way.
Oi, don't sleep on Dux, you know, yeah? We're your kryptonite. Come on now. Don't be talking big, yeah? Yeah,
Well,
Greenie's
they
going to
made
be
it
running
to
back to
finals,
coach you, man,
Right,
because we're going to
no.
be there winning, bro.
Really scared. He's going to be in
Scared of the
San
Dux.
Diego.
Scared,
San
boys.
Diego.
Look at me, I'm shaking, T.
You are shaking, mate. You're trembling
Shaking.
inside, mate, because if you
Sure.
lose, if you lose again, if you lose again, when
What do you mean if I lose again? I wasn't even there, mate.
Yeah, this is what I'm
The one
saying.
event,
Just go there
one
and you
event I
lose
don't
it
show
again.
up to. These
Hold on.
man throw it away.
Let me finish now, right? If you turn up and then lose again, you're going to be even more fuming, bro. More fuming. It's going to be more satisfying. Because guess what? Ducks are getting a win, boys. We're coming, yeah? Trust me, this little momentum.
I can't lie. That video of Charlie is so funny though. When we're
Yeah.
all having like a
so
paddy,
joke.
like a big team meeting, Ian like is going off at all of
He's
us.
like blowing up like, yeah. Bro.
Yeah. And Charlie
Was he
just comes in with
angry?
a burger from out frame.
Why aren't we here every point? Why aren't we here every point? You know, and Ethan's just going off on
He
one.
shrugs his shoulders like, I don't understand how we're not getting here every point.
Yeah. And generally like paused. Everyone was dead silent and went, I'm not gonna teach you to suck eggs here. Like, are you gonna get down the stake or not? And me,
I
just
fucking
looked,
love that guy.
I looked
He
at
is
Hunter
the man.
and Hunter went, bro, I don't know. I don't know. Like that. So funny, man.
There
I
must
mean, I don't know
be
why
a
he was the
wrong
one that
answer.
was raging. I don't know why Ethan was the one that was raging so much because he was the one that got shot in the break most of the time.
I think that's probably why he was raging a little, but
Yeah. So
there you
Charlie
go.
done it a few times.
Like, don't let the player hit the game, innit?
Talent
Coach Green will be back in
again,
round 4. Normality will be restored.
I say it's just good coaching.
Well, we don't have Hunter.
Oh, you man are fucked.
And
We've got a deep roster. Deep roster.
me or Aiden plays.
Oh,
No,
it's cooked. It's cooked, Mason. We're winning, mate.
Green is trembling. Oh,
Actually, guys, I am going to be there for the event. You know, I want to lock in the 4th event of the year. You know,
I'm saying Southampton.
You don't know what to say. You don't know what to say.
I couldn't tell if you were trying to do an accent of me or Hunter. I was like, who is that?
What do you
That's
mean, man?
definitely you.
There's only one guy from San Diego playing for the Lucky 15s right now.
I've
wears
never
a
been.
bright-
I've never been
Yeah,
to San
you can't
Diego
miss
my
it.
There's a
entire
bright
life.
green beanie
You
and a
can't
bright
miss
green
it.
pair of goggles, mate.
I've never been to San Diego my entire life, TC.
Well, the team you play for is San Diego Aftermath. Aftermath.
Aftermath.
Aftermath. It's
Mark.
actually ASG Aftermath. I don't think it has a location attached to it,
Yeah.
but it would be LA.
LA.
Big man. When are you next
Sweet.
out there?
Me?
Yeah.
After Paris. Yeah. After.
Oh, it's a while then.
So yeah, it's
Okay.
not one for a while.
Mental. Okay.
But yeah, we'll break all that down on a different pod. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap it up here. Like, subscribe, join the Discord, follow AAO.
Join that Discord. Make sure you join the Discord.
Koffi is
Yeah.
it's his baby, and
On
he just
it.
he wants more and more people, and we can do fun stuff with it. Join the Discord. It's the easiest place to reach out to the team and ask questions, and everyone's in there. So, if you've got a question for us, we might do early releases of AAO drops. We might do
raffles,
like ask me. Sorry,
raffles and giveaways.
Yeah, raffles, giveaways, that kind of stuff. That will all start through the Discord before it hits our other socials. So get in there first if you wanna first look at things. And then
I'm about to say, the more people that go to that Discord, the better things you can do. So just fill everyone for that, and we'll be Gucci.
And I think the plan is at some point to do some coaching stuff in there as well, to create like a channel with like best drills or break down our game plans and stuff like that. So if you want to get better at paintball or ask us questions about how we're thinking about a field layout or that kind of thing, that's a nice sort of private forum to do that in. So
yeah, it's meant to be like direct, so you can actually get a bit more personal with it. Or like if you have videos to send in and we can have a look, or you want videos from us, that's the place to go, man.
Class. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next time.
See you later.
Thumbs up in the chat.
Thumbs up in the chat. Are you all